What if I told you that there's now a new research-backed cutting-edge hack for building muscle faster? Well, you're in luck because it's called lengthened supersets, and they're completely changing how fast we can add muscle onto our body. In fact, a new study has revealed that lengthened supersets can lead to 43.3% more muscle growth. This concept may be completely novel to you, but still, it's the topic of the moment in the bodybuilding and fitness industries, as emerging research and studies are shedding light on the perks of training muscles at longer lengths for greater muscle gains. To top it off, it provides faster results than many other techniques, contributing even more to its rising popularity. But first off, what even is a superset? Is there much difference between a lengthened superset and an ordinary superset? More importantly, in a little bit, I'll be talking briefly about the future of lengthened supersets, since it's still a relatively new technique, and who are best suited for this special type of training method. So traditional supersets involve pairing two exercises targeting different or the same muscle groups. Meanwhile, lengthened supersets specifically target the eccentric phase to increase muscle tension and damage. Both methods are excellent for muscle growth. However, lengthened supersets have been found to have the upper hand in promoting greater hypertrophy. Now, you may be wondering how to choose which method to use. Traditional supersets are ideal for those who want to enhance their muscular endurance, who want to save on workout time, and beginners or individuals looking to improve overall workout volume. Lengthened supersets are most advantageous for individuals specifically aiming for muscle hypertrophy and strength gains. So, to understand lengthened supersets better, we first must know that a superset is usually done when multiple sets of two exercises are completed in succession with little to no rest in between each exercise. An example would be performing 8 reps of bench press, then immediately followed by 12 reps of chest flies before you take a rest. That completes 1 out of 3 sets. However, in lengthened supersets, this method focuses on performing exercises that emphasize the lengthened phase of muscle contraction, hence the name. A classic chest workout with lengthened supersets may include: number 1. Incline dumbbell flies. This movement highlights the stretched position of your pectoral muscles, providing a high level of tension in the lengthened phase. From dumbbell flies, you will immediately follow it through with number 2, bench press. This exercise is perfect to use after incline dumbbell flies as it targets the same muscle group but with a different movement pattern. Not much of a fan of any of those chest exercises? You may want to try calf raises, pull-ups, rows, and many more, which I'll tackle shortly. They can also be implemented with lengthened supersets. A lengthened superset involves performing exercises to or close to failure with your normal range of motion, which is when your muscles are most challenged at relatively shorter lengths. And from there, you immediately perform as many partial reps at the lengthened position as you can. Examples of exercises fitting for lengthened supersets. Number 1, calf raises. Calf raises are usually the hardest during the plantar flex position, or a movement in which the top of your foot points away from your leg, where you feel a squeeze of the calves at shorter lengths. Aside from calf raises, pulling exercises such as pull downs and pull-ups are also great for demonstrating the benefits of lengthened supersets. Number 2, pull downs and pull-ups. These pulling moves tend to be the most challenging when your arms are more bent and your hands are closer to your body. In turn, this puts your back and biceps at relatively shorter lengths. Number 3, dumbbell lateral and bent over raises. These exercises are hardest to do when your arms are out to the side, placing your shoulder muscles at relatively shorter lengths. Are you looking to get bigger and stronger legs? This next exercise in lengthened supersets is the key. Number 4, leg curls. Leg curls are typically difficult to do when your knees are a bit more flexed and your hamstrings are in a shorter position. If you train to failure with those exercises, you're more likely to fail around the shorter muscle length positions in the normal range of motion exercises. That said, you should still be at a point where you can carry out a few more partial reps that will push your muscles at relatively longer lengths for you to implement lengthened supersets. By focusing on movements that accentuate the lengthened phase, you can maximize the mechanical tension and muscle damage, leading to greater hypertrophy. Okay, are you still on the fence about the wonders of lengthened supersets on muscle growth? Here are the science-backed benefits to get you on board. Exploring the muscle growth benefits of lengthened supersets. Number 1, increased muscle activation. Research has shown that the lengthened phase of an exercise recruits more muscle fibers, particularly type 2 fibers, which have a greater growth potential. A study published in the Journal of Applied Physiology found that eccentric training led to greater increases in muscle cross-sectional area compared to concentric training. This is because the higher tension generated during the lengthened phase stimulates more muscle fibers and creates more significant muscle damage. Aside from boosting the muscle fibers in the body, another way lengthened supersets can contribute to muscle gain is by increasing what we call TUT. Number 2, longer time under tension. Time under tension, or TUT, plays a crucial role in muscle growth. Lengthened supersets can increase the TUT by combining two exercises that focus on the eccentric phase, resulting in prolonged periods where the muscle is under strain. A study in the Journal of Strength and Conditioning Research reported that longer TUT during the eccentric phase resulted in greater muscle hypertrophy. Similarly, based on another study, extended TUT may help in optimizing muscle gain. Number 3. Greater metabolic stress. Lengthened supersets also cause higher metabolic stress, which is another contributor to muscle hypertrophy. Thanks to the back-to-back nature of supersets, especially when the lengthened phase is emphasized, rapid accumulation of metabolic byproducts occurs. This allows for a conducive environment for muscle growth, since the body's natural response is to boost protein synthesis and repair and build muscle. But the benefits of lengthened supersets aren't just limited to body aesthetics. They can also support healthy joints, for starters, improve joint health and injury prevention. Albeit often overlooked, there's no hiding the positive effects of focusing on the eccentric phase on joint health. Eccentric training has been shown to strengthen tendons and ligaments, making them more resilient to injury. The American Journal of Sports Medicine also published a study revealing how eccentric exercise can help prevent and rehabilitate tendinopathies. Enhanced athletic performance. Athletes can also benefit from lengthened supersets. Thanks to the increased muscle mass and strength, they can perform better in various sports. Additionally, eccentric training has been associated with enhanced muscle power, which is important for activities like this and this that require explosive strength. Lengthened supersets can lead to 43.3% more muscle growth, according to new study. The new preprint study, conducted by Larson et al., revolved around the effects of different training techniques on muscle hypertrophy, specifically focusing on part of the calf called the medial gastrocnemius muscle. The main objective of the study was to determine whether performing Smith machine calf raises to dorsiflexion would lead to greater muscle hypertrophy as opposed to doing the same exercise to plantar flexion in untrained men. The researchers wanted to know whether this extended or dorsiflexion, lengthened position during the calf raises would lead to greater muscle growth than the shortened or plantar flexion position. The conditions. In the span of 12 weeks, the study followed a within-participant design with 23 untrained men as the participants. Each participant had their right or left limb randomly assigned to either of the two situations. The first, momentary failure, or complete muscular failure, reached in peak plantar flexion range of motion, or the second, volitional failure, or no motivation to finish set, reached in peak dorsiflexion range of motion. All participants performed standing calf raises using a Smith machine with an individualized range of motion. One familiarization session was performed to introduce the participants to the techniques. Between weeks 2 and 5, participants trained each leg with 3 sets per workout. In weeks 6 to 11, they all performed 4 sets during each workout. During the pre- and post-training analysis sections, medial gastrocnemius, or calf muscle thickness, was assessed via ultrasonography. During this study, participants performing Smith machine calf raises to dorsiflexion lifted their toes upward toward their shins while lowering their heels. This movement lengthens the calf muscle, resulting in a deeper stretch compared to the plantar flexed position, where the toes are pushed downward and the heel is raised off the ground. The results of the study revealed a substantial difference between the two training techniques, and calf raises to dorsiflexion group experienced greater increases in muscle thickness of the calf compared to those in the calf raises to plantar flexion group. The stretched position led to a 43.3% greater relative muscle growth in the medial gastrocnemius. The researchers concluded that calf muscle hypertrophy was greater when Smith machine calf raises were performed to dorsiflexion compared with plantar flexion. If the goal is to boost calf muscle hypertrophy, they suggest doing Smith machine calf raises in peak dorsiflexion. This new study proves yet again the efficacy of long-length partial reps, or training muscles in the lengthened position for muscle growth. Here's a sample workout plan applying lengthened supersets. To add lengthened supersets into your workout routine, it's important to select exercises that effectively target the eccentric phase of the muscle contraction. A good example would be like this. Day 1, chest and triceps. Exercise 1, incline dumbbell flies, 4 sets of 8 to 10 reps. Incline dumbbell flies make a good addition to your chest training program, as they can help to build strength when the muscle is stretched, as well as improve adduction and build muscle mass, particularly in the upper pecs. The incline dumbbell fly also stretches the chest muscles and stimulates scapular contraction. As such, it helps promote good posture. Lastly, it can make simple everyday activities like grabbing something heavy from a shelf easier to do. Exercise 2. Bench press, 4 sets of 8 to 10 reps. Doing bench presses may help you develop muscle mass and endurance. Muscle endurance is the ability to contract your muscles against resistance repeatedly. A small study compared bench presses and push-ups in 18 men, and researchers found that both exercises increased tricep and pectoralis major size and strength. Superset. Compound movements like the bench press are great and all, but to grow your chest muscles, you must also incorporate isolation moves such as Exercise 3, cable chest flies. Focus on the stretch, 4 sets of 10 to 12 reps. To really target your chest without relying on other muscles, you'll want to do the cable chest fly, an isolation exercise that recruits certain muscles. Specifically targeting your chest muscles can boost your strength and help you reach your goals. Speaking of isolation exercises, one back isolation movement that I personally like doing is the lat pull down, but more on that in a bit. Exercise 4, push-up, 4 sets to failure. Push-ups develop the muscles of the upper body, especially the arm and chest muscles. Studies have also shown that push-ups can get you a stronger back and core, which in turn helps improve your posture. Moreover, since push-ups activate upper body and lower body muscles, incorporating them into your workout helps enhance your functional strength. And that's only for your day 1. We're only getting started. Next up are exercises for the back and biceps, including pull-downs and rows. Day 2, back and biceps. Exercise 1, lat pull-down, 4 sets of 8 to 10 reps. The lat pull-down is one of the most effective exercises to target the upper back, building strength and improving overall muscle balance. Pulling down, after all, is one of our fundamental movements, and lat pull-downs tap into that natural ability while offering excellent strength-building benefits. So whether your goal is to increase your strength, improve posture, or simply develop a more defined and sculpted back, incorporating lat pull-downs into your workout routine should be a no-brainer. Exercise 2, bent over rows, 4 sets of 8 to 10 reps. This multi-jointed exercise targets several different muscles at once. It improves strength in the upper and lower back, glutes, hamstrings, lats, and shoulders. The bent over row makes an amazing tool for targeting the muscles and portions of the lift that help with breaking through plateaus for improving strength for pull-ups, muscle-ups, as well as pushing exercises like these and these. Superset. Exercise 3, dumbbell curls. Focus on the lowering phase, 4 sets of 8 to 10 reps. The dumbbell bicep curl is highly effective for isolating and working the bicep muscles as it targets both the long head and the short head of the biceps bronchi, thus promoting hypertrophy. When accompanied by progressive overload, performing bicep curls will stimulate muscle fibers to grow in size and strength. Also, the use of these allows for more natural wrist movement, reducing joint strain. Exercise 4, hammer curls, 4 sets of 10 to 12 reps. The hammer curl uses a neutral wrist position, which is more stable since it aligns with your elbow more naturally. This slight angle change amplifies the activation of muscles including the brachialis and brachioradialis and short head of the biceps bronchi. As a result, it enhances grip performance and muscle building potential of your arms. When done properly, hammer curls add bulk to your forearms and help add inches to your biceps. Day 3, legs. Exercise 1, Romanian deadlifts, 4 sets of 8 to 10 reps. The Romanian deadlift, or RDL, is a compound exercise that targets the posterior chain muscles, including the hamstrings, glutes, and lower back. It's a type of resistance training exercise that requires hinging at the hips and lifting a weight from the ground to a standing position. With resistance training, you're helping build and strengthen your leg muscles. Exercise 2, leg press, 4 sets of 8 to 10 reps. One of the key benefits of using a leg press machine is its ability to isolate and develop the lower body muscles. Through the use of the machine, you can focus solely on working your legs without compromising your back or core muscles. This is especially beneficial for developing the legs, as you want all your outputted effort going into the legs, since it's a leg exercise, instead of being distracted by requiring an immense amount of effort in your core, back, and other stabilizers. On another note, no matter how much you train with lengthened supersets, or any other techniques for that matter, it would all be in vain if your testosterone level is running low in the first place. More about how to fix this in a while. Superset. Exercise 3, Bulgarian split squats, 4 sets of 8 to 10 reps per leg. The Bulgarian split squat, often known as the king of single leg exercises, is a powerful tool in any athlete's arsenal. It targets the quadriceps, hamstrings, glutes, and calves, encouraging balanced muscle development. By isolating each leg, both legs get equal work, preventing the dominant leg from taking over. Exercise 4, leg curls, 4 sets of 10 to 12 reps. Beyond building and toning the legs, leg curls are also amazing at specifically targeting the hamstrings. By highlighting the contraction and extension of these muscles, you can efficiently increase their mass and strength. When performing leg curls, you must fully engage your hamstrings to achieve optimal muscle growth and definition. Key pointers for maximizing the benefits of lengthened supersets. Number 1. Focus on your form. You must control the weight during the eccentric phase. The goal is not just to lower the weight, but to do so in a controlled manner to maximize tension on the muscle. Number 2. Use moderate weights. Sure, it might be tempting to use heavy weights, thinking that you get better and faster results. But this mindset would only get you in trouble. Use moderate weights instead, as they allow you to focus on the eccentric phase without compromising your form. Number 3. Monitor your recovery. Lengthened supersets can be taxing on the muscles, leading to greater muscle damage. Make sure you're getting adequate recovery between sessions to prevent overtraining. Because you've stayed with us until the last few minutes, here's some quick tea about how lengthened supersets will fit into the bodybuilding industry over time. Inevitably, the methods to achieve muscle gains will keep on evolving in the same way the fitness industry does. As an advanced technique, lengthened supersets should be applied properly to result in significant hypertrophy. And like any training method, lengthened supersets aren't a one-size-fits-all fix. It's crucial to have a wide understanding of how to use them and how to combine them with proper recovery and nutrition to get their maximum benefits. Most importantly, not anyone can just apply them into your routines, especially not if you're a total newbie, total being the operative word. Immediate to advanced lifters, or individuals who have already established a steady foundation of strength and want to take their muscle growth game up a notch, are the best ones suited for this advanced training method. Likewise, they're also suited for athletes looking to improve their strength and power, or individuals struggling to overcome training plateaus. The thing is, even after learning this muscle building hack, you still have one problem, and that is your hormone health, particularly your testosterone levels. To get the most out of your workouts and muscle building methods, you must ensure you have optimal T levels. You can find out how to make this happen in this next video, so make sure you watch it afterward.